for some investors within the hedge fund and alternative industry is effectively the fee structure. What is normally a 2 and 20, 2% annual management fee and 20% on the performance gain. There are some, and some very prominent, that will claim this is a great business model for the portfolio, for the hedge fund, the alternative firm, but maybe not for the LP, the limited partner investor. What would you say to that?
I would absolutely agree with that, Angelo. I think that, I'm not actually quite sure how 2 and 20 became the standard. I'm sure many of the listeners, and specifically the family office space, which really was where this industry grew out of,
yes,
would remember that this was a 1 in 20 business. When I started in the business in 1996, your hedge funds, some of them still around today, and the better ones at that time were 1 in 20. And so, over the years, because of the proliferation of hedge funds, we had an uptick in the management fee to 2 and 20, and in some cases, some managers were even larger, had larger management fees than 2 and 20. I think that the pendulum is swinging in favor of the investors, and that is because investors are becoming much more knowledgeable about the role of hedge funds in their portfolios, but then more importantly, why a hedge fund does or does not generate the type of returns that they're seeking. And so hedge fund managers that are unable to deliver what I'm going to characterize as pure, true alpha, that doesn't necessarily, cannot be replicated through beta or beta replication strategies, should not be rewarded with a 2 and 20 structure. And so what we've seen, a very prominent trend over the last year was not only the predominance of founder share class for new launches, which have become extremely difficult, but also voluntary fee reductions on behalf of managers who have recognized that they need to respond to their investors. And the investors, the LPs, need to start to be treated much more like limited partners and need to be incorporated into the thinking of these managers. So we've seen voluntary reductions, and we're seeing it kind of moving closer to the 1 in 20 as investors become much more knowledgeable about why a hedge fund should or should not be in their portfolio.